Welcome to the VCT 2025 capsule rating by me, TMV. I am joined by my YouTube and Twitch chat. And today we're going to be taking a look at the team capsules. Now, the first thing we need to know about the team capsules is that, yes, all of the player cards this year are the same. However, some logos on the player card look awful, like AG's there. But some, for instance, like Team Secret, do look quite cool. Therefore, we will still be taking the player cards into account because some do look better than others, but probably not as much as the skins. So, first, let's talk about 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves. The classic looks good. There's no other way of saying this. I mean, compared to last year's 100 Thieves classic, this one is a mega improvement. The card doesn't look great for 100 Thieves, but I do think that the classic is really quite nice. So, on the rating board then, to start off with, we just got the normal tiers here. 100 Thieves. I think I'm going to put them in A. Okay, next up, we have AG. Now, the classic here, I think, is... it's okay. I don't know. I don't love kind of the gold color maybe that they've chosen. This kind of looks kind of goofy here as well for AG. I think it's not terrible. It's not like offensive, so it's not D. But I think it is probably a C tier. It's not great. Okay, on to BBL. Again, I don't love that this color of the BBL logo looks kind of a bit different to the gold they've used here. On the player card, this I think is one of the better logos for the player card, so that is going somewhat in their favor. The player card I think is going to push them into low B. The classic I think is a C on its own though. Okay, next up we have BLG, who you would think with their color scheme could make quite a good classic. I'm actually going to mark them down even more because their color scheme should lead to something that's pretty good, and instead this has ended up being horrific. Now, in terms of the player card as well, it's nothing special. Don't love it. I hate this. Does anyone else hate this? Yes. Some people saying it's A tier. So I'm going to put BLG in the D tier. I really not a fan. Okay, moving on to Cloud9, who also had a pretty good one last year, and I see that they too, like BLG, have decided to downgrade massively. The Cloud9 logo goes pretty well on the player card, I think. That kind of looks kind of mysterious and cool. Yeah, a lot of people saying C for Cloud9. I think I'm in agreement. So yeah, we're just going to put Cloud9, I think, into the C tier. Okay, moving on to a bundle that I bought last year, DFM. Unfortunately, not the best. The DFM logo... I mean, the DFM logo does kind of look like a corporation, like some kind of... like, you know, like in some kind of sci-fi world, like a corporation that owns everything. The DFM logo does look like that. So I guess in that sense, it does kind of work. So again, I think I'm going to put it in the C tier, probably again above AG, but not great. Okay, next up we have DRG. Oh my god, what have they done? And the logo as well just looks so goofy on the player card. I think I'm going to have to make a new tier. Add a row below. Call it F. Put it in gray. You're going in there. That is horrible. Okay, next up we got DRX. Again, I thought DRX could make a decent one, you would have thought. They've just written DRX on the inside there as well. The logo goes pretty well on the card here, I must say. It's just kind of dull. It's just blue. Now, if you're Sideshow loves blue, so he'd probably put this in S tier, but it's just blue. Some of you are saying B, even a low A. I'm going to put it in a high C, I think. Okay, on to EDG. Now, EDG have the distinction of they have a massive buff that they've written champions across here and given them a little sticker. That probably, honestly, gives them a whole tier on its own. It's okay. I don't hate it. Like, it's okay. Again, I feel like I don't love, like, why is this a different color to this? So, yeah, this isn't, like, terrible to me, but not amazing. So, I would probably give the classic, like, a C tier, but I think because they do have the unique champs thing, I think I'm going to put them in B tier. On to EG. Again, not terrible. Logo kind of goofy on this. I think this is a low B for me. I think I like it more than just the plain blue ones. Fnatic up next. I have no idea why they decided to add pink to this. I have no idea. If this was just all orange, they'd probably be at least an A tier. And maybe even S with the logo kind of looking quite cool on the guy here. I hate this. I hate this. So much I hate this. Like, on its own, it's like a C tier. But because they had a chance here to make something quite cool, I'm not going to quite put them in F. But I am going to put them in D. Okay, on to FPX. See, now this, I think actually looks kind of cool. Now, the FPX logo, maybe not the coolest there. But I actually think that the classic is quite nice. Now, I would probably take the 100 Thieves over FPX, so I think I'm going to have to put it in A. But honestly, a solid attempt. Okay, on to Furia, whose one last year was terrible. You know what? The first thing that hits me is this kind of like the embossed Furia written behind it, like quite close. I actually kind of weirdly like, even though it's kind of like goofy, it does look like this is a V for Furia. It's probably a C. But again, not a team that you associate with red, but I kind of like this color blue that they've gone with. Again, the logo maybe not the best looking here, but I do like the color. Some of you are saying D. So yeah, I like the color. I think that's like an A tier solid one for Foot there. I quite like that. Okay, G2. The G2 logo, again, you would think the G2 logo would look quite good here, but I don't know. It looks a bit goofy to me. I don't think I like this. I know that some of you would like this. I knew that some of you would like this and say S tier. I don't like this. I feel like they picked it. Again, I feel like on so many of these, the shades of gold that they've picked, I'm just not a fan. Okay, for G2 then, I mean, I don't think it's horrendous. So I think I'll put them in B. Okay, Gen G. Looks kind of simple, kind of basic. I mean, it's better than most because it's not like offensive, but it's not amazing, is it? And the Gen G logo, the Gen G logo goes pretty hard on that, to be fair. So I think for Gen G, I do really like the logo on the thing, on the player card. The classic is a bit too dull for me, I think, to get into A tier. So I think I'm maybe going B tier, but maybe by the end of this, we'll end up moving some of these up. Okay, global. What's Elevated cooking with? Not much. And this global esports logo is going to look awful on this. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, a lot of you saying like D's, some F's. I don't think it's F. I don't think it's offensive F. I think it is a D. Okay, next up we got Giants. Just another boring blue. Again, they do kind of look like an evil corporation, so it's not the worst. I think we're just going to put it in the boring blue pile. I think that's just where they're going to live here, somewhere in the boring blue. JDG. They've gone for the classic copy last year's design with just a red and black. To be fair, their logo looks pretty cool. I'm probably just going to put this next to all the boring blues. We can't separate the boring blues from each other, but it'll go like just ahead of it in C tier. Okay, who are we on? Carmine Corps. Ooh. I mean, I don't know why of all the teams, Carmine Corps have gone lilac, but compared to all the others, it is different at least. The logo doesn't look amazing there, but at least it is different. It's a unique color. They've gone unique, and I have to give them points for that. I'm going to say A tier. Kind of like Foot here, where they've gone for a unique color as well. Honestly, I think I'm going to move 100 Thieves up into S. Okay, Koi. Bro, you have purple as a color. You have literally the best color. And you picked this? Oh my god, I don't need to look at this too long. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Welcome to the F tier. Crew. Crew, why is it so white? Use pink. Again, you've got one of the better colors to use here. A unique color. What are you doing? Why is it so white? What have you done, Crew? What are you doing? I'm going to put you there with Fnatic. Okay, Lev. Well, Lev, you had such a good time last year. I was one of the Lev skin buyers. I mean, again, the inside here, you do have to admit, is pretty cool. However, the skin itself, I don't think is that good. That it probably is above all of the boring blues, but I think has to be in B tier. Maybe high B tier. Okay, Loud. Could be unique. Loud's here. I just hate this shade of gold. I mean, the Loud logo just looks stupid there as well. Also, do green and gold go together? Not really. Why have you picked gold? Loud's last year was one of the better ones as well, but I mean, am I putting two green ones here in F? Honestly, yeah. Look, Koi has the same shade of gold. Gentlemates. Oh no. What's this gonna be? See, like, they're just going for, like, what's the ugliest we can make? But I have to respect that. This must be intentional. It must be. It's so bad it's good. It's so bad it's good. It falls into that category. They're getting an A. They're getting an A. MIBR. See, they've gone for the so bad. It was close to being good, but then it's gone too far again, and now it's bad again. That's horrible. Obviously, this looks awful. You think it's B tier? Right, one of these green skins needs to not be an F. And I think MIBR's probably is that one, honestly. So it's going in D. Okay, moving on to Navi. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Okay, this is the worst. Did they copy Fnatic's homework, but just worse? Oh my god. Right, I'm creating a new tier. Add a row below. Navi. can have their own tier. What color? Black. Yeah, give me the real red squiggly line as well. Okay, Nova. Okay, I mean, I'm a Vikings fan, so, you know, I like purple. Purple and gold, generally pretty good. That looks pretty sick. I don't love this kind of gold color so many of the teams seem to have chosen. But this is pretty good. I think this is an A tier skin. I think that's up there. NRG. Okay, see, right, Fnatic, are you looking? Are you watching? Fnatic, hello. You see this? See how this is a unique orange skin? This is obviously very good. I don't quite think it's S tier. I think it's going to go high A. Okay, Paper Rex. A lot of pressure on this one. Paper Rex needs to be good. I've seen better, Paper Rex. I've seen better. Paper Rex logo. It's okay. I think this one is going to cause a lot of hot takes. I think a lot of people will say this is either really good or really bad. I actually just think it's B tier. Okay, RRQ. Again, you have a chance to surprise me here, RRQ. Again, they've got a bit of a unique color. The RRQ, I mean, again, not the worst logo here. Just kind of boring, though. I think that's just like a low B tier. It's okay. Whatever, move on. Go next. Sentinels, big one. What have Sentinels done? Have they done something stupid? Ooh, it's not what I was expecting. The Sen logo looks so goofy on this. The way it's like been stretched out looks looks so goofy. The skin though, I almost don't know what to think. It's kind of ugly, but I kind of like it. I think I feel like a lot of people will be high or low on this. Some people will love this, some people will hate it. But I think I'm just gonna be kind of in the middle. Just put it in a B tier. T1, kind of boring. Boring. I think T1. Wait, where? T1 on the list. Someone missed T1. I would have put them in C tier if you're wondering. It seems, yeah, we are missing these teams here, it seems, from the tier list, which is fine. We'll just tell you where I would have put them. Trace cooking again. Obviously, this looks pretty sick on the card. You get the best gun buddy. Trace cooking here. I think if I did have the Trace one available to me, I would probably put that in A. Who's next? Tech. Ooh, Tech. The like jade color. Oh, we're cooking here. The logo doesn't look that great because it's kind of stretched, but I like this. I'm not a great fan of the gray they've chosen here. Okay, I think because of the gray, it's not quite S, but again, that would be high A if I could place them. Honestly, maybe that's S. Okay, Heretics. I mean, how goofy does that look? If I had Heretics, that would probably be... they'd be bordering F. Okay, Team Liquid. This orange color, I can't even think what that reminds me of. It reminds me of like a Capri Sun. Like, it just reminds me of like this. This is all I can think when I look at that Team Liquid logo. I can't get that out of my head now, which is a shame because I don't think it's that bad. But that's all that's in my head, so it's going in C tier. Talon. I really wish the Talon logo wasn't white. It looks okay on the player card. There's a bit too much going on here, I think, for me, though. Like, again, I feel like the teams have struggled to get the splash color. Like, see how the splash is, like, pink and then you've got, like, red here? So I think for Talon, it's not offensive. It's fine, but it's like a B tier. Team Secret have just gone quite simple. But honestly, compared to most of them, that's actually not too bad. And, of course, they do have the advantage of this. Looks good. I think because of the logo being so good on that, I think I'm going to put them low A. Okay, Tai Lu decided to become like a zebra that's bleeding. God, that looks genuinely awful. I think Tai Lu are going into the, not the Navi tier, but I think they're going into D. Team Vitality. Oh my god. Like, why have you gone for like, it's like, yeah, like banana yellow with actual yellow. You've gone banana yellow with neon yellow. What are you doing? I mean, the logo looks alright there. No, not a fan. I'm going to put you in F. No, it's better than F. I'm putting you in D. Okay, big one for me. Wolves. Call me a homer, but that's pretty good. The Wolves logo looks a bit... like, again, I said this when I first saw it yesterday. If they just got rid of the hexagon and just had the wolf, imagine how sick that would look. That would look so good. But I do have to say the classic is very good. Look, I would say that for an average person, this is probably a high A. But for me, this is S. And then finally, Zeta Division, who again decided to just be awful. The logo looks alright there, I guess. I'm not a fan of neon green. You think Nav E tier? I don't think it's quite Nav E tier, but I think I am going to put them in the F tier. Okay, so this is my list. The one major, like, as I'm scrolling through this list, I do have to say this one sticks out like a sore thumb and needs to be down here too. It's horrible, this Fnatic skin. It is horrible. That's my list. If you disagree with any of it, I don't care. Goodbye.